Child of the sun, child of the sun, child of the sun. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed, starting the day feeling a little off. Stresses of the world got you down. It is your decision. Your decision to come outside, to connect with the sun, to hug a tree, to put your bare feet on the ground, to dance, to move, to shake your body, to stimulate the flow of energy inside of you. It is your choice how to respond to this challenging energy upon waking. You can walk around and wallow in that cloud of heavy, stagnant energy and allow that to create the space for your entire day, to set the stage upon you which you will perform. Or you can choose to go outside, put on some headphones and shake your body. Stimulate your body through movement, through breath. Stimulate your body with the healing energy of the sun, the electromagnetic current of the earth. Or you can get up and you can scroll on your phone. You can get up and you can allow poisonous contamination sent through the airwaves, as it were, to come into your mind and to clog up your thinking, your energy pathways with all kinds of negativity and doubt and fear. It is your choice. And certainly the choices of past mixed with the choices of past generations, mixed with the social conditioning and the behavioral modification strategies, certainly makes it a bit more difficult to choose that decision to go outside and to shake your body, perhaps even doing it outside in the park where other people might see you. And they might think and wonder, who is this person? And why are they moving like that? How peculiar. Well, what anyone else thinks is none of your business. It's best to just focus on what you're thinking. And I will tell you that your thinking will become much clearer, much more positive, much more aligned with your heart when you go outside and you choose to consciously shift that energy. I'm reminded of the concept of priming the pump. When I was a small child, and I would help my dad to mow the lawn. Now, I wasn't big enough to actually reach the handle and keep this lever down that kept the throttle engaged, that kept the motor running. What I would do is I would help my dad start the motor. Now, this was an older gas motor, and so it had a ripcord, a pull cord that you would use. But sometimes upon the first, second, or third attempt, it wouldn't go. And so you would have to pump fuel and air into the engine. You'd have to prime the engine. It was a small little hemisphere button that you would press. And I remember it always felt really fun to press it. But then there would be a point where my father said, oh, no, might be too much. And then he would pull, and then suddenly, as if it were magic, the engine would start. Now this is true for you. This is true for your energy, for your thinking, for the energy and emotions of your day. If you wake up and you have a default setting of negativity, doubt, fear, sadness, anger, whatever your default state is, can be changed. It can certainly be changed from the deep programming level, and also we can choose to start the motor, and sometimes to start the motor we must prime the pump. And so, for example, today I decided, having woken up rather heavy, rather stiff, feeling very groggy, that instead of just doing what I would usually do, which would be sit down for meditation, I decided to go outside and dance and move and channel energy through my body, sort of a ecstatic dance meets qigong practice. I even took a moment to just open my heart up and point myself towards the sun and put the biggest smile that I could on my face, to the point where my muscles started to feel fatigued rather quickly. And this is a beautiful thing because, well, we go to the gym in order to strengthen our muscles for lifting, pushing, or pulling. But we can also strengthen our muscles for smiling. And I guarantee that most of us have spent so much time grimacing and frowning and making all kinds of other unfortunate facial expressions that we don't have the strength in our smiling muscles, all of those dozens of muscles that it takes to smile. And so priming the pump by forcing a smile is a beautiful thing. Not 30 seconds into the practice, I was actually having a full belly laugh because it felt so fun and so good and so silly that just the simple choice of engaging these muscles actually made a chemical change in my body. The laughter increased the chemical change, made it faster and more powerful. And before I knew it, I was in a completely different energy signature. Now, this is the energy I get to carry into the rest of my day. This is the energy that I choose to bring. And so when we talk about a morning practice doesn't have to be so serious. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes of exercise and 30 minutes of meditation and 30 minutes of focusing on your goals. It can just be going outside and moving and dancing and laughing and playing. There's a playground just down the street. It could easily be just going to the playground and choosing to be playful and joyful and excited. But we must choose to do it. We must take action. And I promise you that the more you do this, the more you know the value and the benefit, and the more likely you are to move past that first initial, I suppose it's the stuck energy. You want to move past that stuck energy. You want to get that going. It's like trying to start a train that has so many cargo cars on it that it takes a tremendous amount of energy to get it going. But once it's in motion, that momentum carries it forward, and it's almost actually incredibly difficult to stop. So be aware that you have the choice about what energy you carry into the day. Your practices don't have to be so serious. They can literally just be standing on the ground, looking up, opening yourself up to the sun, charging yourself with the rays of sunshine, put a big smile on your face, dance, laugh, sing, whatever it is that helps you to feel good. Make that choice, and I know that it'll be easier to make those choices in the future because you know how it feels. Once you embody that energy, once you embody that joy, once you embody that shift, having become the prime, the pump, and the motor, then you will know the value and you will more easily carry this energy into every day. Remember, you are a solar being. You are charged by the sun. You are fueled by the sun. The plants that you eat are nourished and given energy by the sun. We all are solar beings. And so embrace your connection as a solar being. Embrace your nature and go out and receive that pure, beautiful life force of the sun. Until next time, remember, your path that has brought you here is perfect. All the times that you messed things up, well, as I've said before and I'll say again, there's no mistake, there's only magic. Until next time.